Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Welcome. Today, guys, we've been sent a new release game that gets released shortly. We've been sent the code from PR Hound. Thank you, PR Hound, and Derek and your crew. Thank you. This game is brought to us by Ratalaika Games. Ratalaikagames.com. Check them out. It's called Aquadine. Let me tell you what the game's about. Before we start, though, if you're watching me live right now on my Twitch channel, please feel free to be like Mighty Mouse and drop me the follow. Like Mighty Mouse, guys. Mighty Mouse. Drop me a follow, hit that heart icon, and drop me a follow on Twitch. If you're watching this back on my YouTube as a video replay, as I said, be like Mighty Mouse. Like it, dislike it, comment. I will reply to your comments if need be. And remember, it's free, F-R-E-E, and takes 1 second, one click of your time. One click to subscribe to my channel. So if you want to support this video, support my my channel by bringing you all these new release games so you can check out the games before you spend your hard-earned money on them. Then guys, just click the sub button. It's free. Support me, and I really do appreciate it. It makes me feel good about myself. Let's turn this volume down real quick. It is blaring. Hit it about there, I think. Wowzers. Come visit me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. That's Marbrolay, M-A-R-B-R-O-L-A-Y. Okay, once again, Ratalaika Games, RatalaikaGames.com presents Aquadine. Let me tell you what the game's about. After his mother was hospitalized for an unknown disease, Robin Lin works as a part-time... what's that word? Gondolier. I have no idea what that is. I think I've heard of it though. A gondolier to make ends meet, but under an alias name called Sally. I don't know. As he finishes giving tours one night, a mysterious voice lures him to discover a beautiful mermaid. She dives underwater shortly after their encounter, which leads him to believe the ancient Aquadine was real. Robin continues to live out his double life while making new friends and learning more about the mythfolk civilization. The game features voice acting, a wholesome coming-of-age story, beautiful anime and manga-inspired art, incredible music soundtrack. As we heard before, the soundtrack in the background, which was blaring, was quite beautiful. It's due for... Oh, I just turned it off. No. Okay, the game's available on the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, the PS5, the Xbox Series One, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, and X. Today, guys, I'm playing on the PS5 using the PS5 3D Pulse headset and a Nova Pink DualSense controller. It's due for release on the 26th of August 2022. So a few days. I think it's Friday. I think it's this coming Friday, guys. It's get released. But I'm bringing you the gameplay footage right now on my Twitch channel. Let's check it out. Ratalaika Games presents Aquadine. Big shout out to PR Hound for sending me the key as well. That reminds me. Won't be a second, guys. It won't be a second. Let's get rid of that. Sorry, I do apologise. Just had to quickly send a work email. Believe it or not, I do actually work. Okay, so we've got the gallery to unlock later on. We've checked out the settings, music, text box, and voice volume. We might have to come back to that later on. But what we're going to do is we're going to get straight into the game and just start it up. Just start the thing up. Long ago, a devastating drought ravaged the land. Their soil was too parched to grow crops, and the livestock dwelled in numbers. Heat strokes, hunger, dehydration took the lives of countless villagers. Without the necessary resources for survival, the villagers turned to Levos, the sea deity, and prayed for food and clean water. I hate it when they come up these names that you can't pronounce. Well, I can't anyway. We're going to call him Levi. Levi granted them their wish, but under one condition. That's they merfolk would be allowed to live peaceful among them. And for many decades they did. Over time, however, the merfolk were gradually disseminated because they were considered abnormal half-humans, inferior beings. Does that make sense? Discriminated against because... Okay, there was discriminated against because... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Levi became enraged and created an underworld order kingdom, now known as Ancient Aquadine, to personally lead and protect the merfolk himself. Until one day, the ancient civilizations ceased to exist. Hey, Jericho, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the lurk, and you're at work. I do appreciate the lurk, buddy. Thank you. I hope you're traveling well. Okay. His name is Celal. I don't know. And so, the people of the land named this town Aquadine as a tribute to the sea deity. This is also one of the many statues sculptured by believers of the merfolk lore.
Really?
So she's talking in the background. She's quite loud, but it's cool. I wish they got to read this to us, but being a visual novel, guys, I've got to read. Lucky I'm reading for all of you. Are we seriously supposed to believe that mermaids exist?
As a matter of fact.
It's perfectly understandable that most people share the same skepticism, especially those who aren't from here. Even today, people continue to debate over the validity of lore, despite the lack of reliable evidence. However, it is impossible to ignore how the beliefs of our ancestors shaped much of our culture. As a result, the desire of pleasure, Levi drove the town to become one of the best in the world at controlling water pollution. Aquadine even prides itself as a top exporter in both seafood and bottled fresh water.
Oh?
See, hear his voice then? Oh, Mr. Bello, pardon for the interruption, but I was wondering if you had any suggestions for a nice cup of coffee. Well, actually, near one right now. Look over there. Here, sorry. Next to the statue, you'll find a Frenzy Cafe, a family-owned business that has been around for over 50, yes, count them guys, 50 years. They serve some of the best coffee and sweets in town, so I highly recommend you pay a visit. If you like, I could book a reservation for you too.
Thank you.
That would be great. Thank you.
Why, yes.
My pleasure. If you have any other suggestions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Hey.
Is there a marble stone around here?
Oh?
Marbles? My daughter has collected marbles since she was a kid. I could never understand why, but she absolutely loves them. Daddy?
Don't worry.
I like the voice acting in the background, the voiceovers, but the little short ones that they keep saying like, hey, or hi, they kind of gets me. There's no need to be ashamed about what you like. Though, it is the first time anyone asked me about marbles. She is constantly shaking on screen. You might have some luck checking over the souvenir shop in the mall. I can write you a list when you get back. Isn't that great, Violetta? Let's go together after the tour. God, I'm crap at names. Alright, thanks, Dad. It must be nice for a family to spend time like this. I wish I could do that more often. As the gondolier, now I know what a gondolier is. It's a dude that's like in Venice, and he's on the back of the boat, and he's like this, and he sings. Like, what would he sing? He'd sing some Usher, I reckon. Like, I don't know how Usher sings. It's Jericho. Sorry, working, but I'll be lurking. That's okay, Jericho. As the gondolier continues to tour the family, he smiles gradually fades away. Instead, his voice takes its place, a voice that soon breaks into baroccolian. It gently rolls rhythmically, pushed through the water as calmly as a soothing breeze. The white gondola rides casually over the clear waves and glides through the narrow passage. People enchanted by the song open their windows and stop to listen as the song of his voice travels across the canal. Oh crap! She scared the crap out of me. She just popped out of nowhere. The feisty redhead with a big set. It's Sel's voice, isn't it? Sel is singing today. Her name's Diana.
Whatever.
I think. And yeah, good for you, Diana. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Anya continues drawing the canal while trying to ignore Diana, who is scrambling frantically for her phone.
Later.
Catch you later, Anya.
Goodbye.
Bye. Without wasting another second, Diana hurries across Alright, so Diana hurries along before she misses her chance. Diana inches her way through the crowd and people who are also attracted to the sound of Stella's voice. She's absolutely determined to get a picture with him. There she is again. She's just popping up. Wish she was bouncing though. I gotta hurry before I miss him. Oh! What was that? Someone just got punched in the face. As Diana chases after his voice, she bumps into someone and all of their belongings fall with them. My bad, you okay?
Forgive me.
Oh, she's a cutie. I am fine. Are you injured?
Sorry about that.
No, I'm good. Sorry about that. Diana, I can't get her name right. Diana stares at the other girl for a moment as she recognizes her from somewhere.
Oh!
Wait! I know you. You're... Farewell. Farewell? Oh, she just took off. Diana remains speechless as she gets a better look at the blonde. It doesn't take long before she cracks a smile. She loves bouncing up and down. I can't believe she's here in Aquadine. Gotta get a picture with her. Oh no, my phone! I just got this damn thing. As she picks up her cracked smartphone on the ground, the other girl disappears into the crowd. Man, where'd she go? I just saw her. Well, at least I can still snap a picture of Cell. Click, click.
Wow.
Done yet?
Oh!
I saw Elizabeth Rose today. I had no idea she was here. Can't believe I didn't know about it.
Whatever.
Just another human. She's a celebrity. What else could I ask for? An alien? I think to be more interesting than some singer. Aliens, you're so weird. Diana has nothing better to do. She still hangs around Anya for a bit longer until she gets bored. The following morning begins with a little more noise than usual, as a bit interesting news made its way around the school. Sorry guys, I just got a text. It's my mum. Just gotta reply to your mother. Remember guys, always reply to your parents. Yeah, sometimes anyway. Sometimes not. The following morning begins with a little more noise than usual, as a bit of interesting news made its way around the school. Classes haven't started yet, so the students are speculating how much they please.
What's up?
Okay, she's got some more clothes on now. Hey, did you hear about what's going on? Transfer students?
Really?
Oh, we are? I didn't hear anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. They're saying it's someone outside of Aquadine. Who did you hear it from? The teachers. I was passing by the factory room, and they sounded kind of excited for some reason. Maybe she's really smart or something. The morning bell sounds, making the beginning of the first class. Everyone takes their seats as the teacher steps inside.
Hey, folks!
Mr. Norton. I didn't expect him. Morning, class. We got a transfer student from Sinferari. I don't know. We're going to call it Slytherin. Will be joining us today. Now that the rumors are confirmed, people seem surprised that the transfer will be coming to the class. Nearly everyone's attention is directed at the door, curious to meet the new face.
Let me say something.
I'm going to have a guess. It's got to be that Elizabeth Rhodes, I reckon, that celebrity. It's got to be the blonde. What do you reckon? If you're watching me live right now on my Twitch channel, feel free to chat away. Chat away. Tell me who you think it's going to be. If you could chat about anything, ask me how my day was yesterday, what my favourite beer was, anything at all, guys. Just chat away. I don't care if it's got nothing to do with this game. Just talk to me. Go on. Introduce yourself. Go away, phone. I told ya. A girl with blonde hair stands in front of the class, only to find the stunned reactions on their faces.
Greetings.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Rhodes, and I'm certainly a pleasure to meet you all. The class is astonished as they can't believe Elizabeth Rhodes, the famous singer from Slytherin, I'm throwing it in there, is joining the team as a fellow classmate. Despite Elizabeth's already introduced herself, Diana continues to stare at her with disbelief. She loves to bounce, this one. Feisty redhead bouncing everywhere. Is this a dream? Elizabeth is also taken back by the coincidence as she recognizes Diana. She seems equally surprised. She waves back at Diana in a way that's perfectly identical to how the bids her farewell after the concert. Without a doubt, it's her. Farewell, my child. It's like the Queen would wave. Stop bouncing. She's a real deal. Oh my goodness. This is the best day of my life.
Incredible.
Cameron. So, that's the teachers. We're so excited. I know. They all bounce, don't they? Elizabeth is a famous and all, but she's still a classmate. Save Save all the fanboy, fangirl, fan whatever business for later. It appears an introduction is unnecessary.
Oh, yeah?
In that case, I'll just talk about myself.
Hey!
Boo! Nobody cares about you, Mr. Norton. You see, I was exactly from around here either. Spent many years sailing the seas and carrying out missions for the good old SS Newport.
How wonderful.
You were a sailor? That's fascinating. There goes the spotlight. Hey, I've been all sorts of places, but there's something special about this town. I tell you that. Have you been to Sivlern? I can't get that. Simfara. We'll go Simfara now.
You bet.
You bet. I've been everywhere, Goldie.
Pardon?
Goldie? Yeah, that's your own very nickname, you like? Well... But man, with all that shit mix bunched up together, it can get a bit freaking hot in there. We'll trade anything for some... I was going to say for some girls, but it's just for some air.
Hey.
Now that you mention it, is that why you never wear a suit like the other teachers? Right on the money, Karate Kid. You sure don't want to see me sweat? Maybe if it keeps this up, you'll still at the clock.
Almost forgot.
Oh, almost forgot. But I got a class to teach. Never mind. There's a seat over there, Goldie. Elizabeth strolls a few rows towards the empty seat by the corner before Mr. Norton begins the lesson. Hey, cowboy! You got the notification? I told you. I told you, buddy. All you gotta do is turn them off and turn them back on, and it works. Howdy doody. Welcome, cowboy. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping past. Check out the cowboy, guys, who was last playing Metal Gear Solid, the Phantom Pain. I'm pretty sure it was bringing in pain as well. I'm going good, cowboy. I'm going good at the moment. Playing some Aquadine, brought to me by PR Hound at Ratalaika Games. RatalaikaGames.com. It's a visual novel, so prepare to be intensified by my voice. Class finally concludes for the day, but no one seems ready to leave, though, which is rare.
Hey, folks.
That's it for today, folks. Could someone show Elizabeth around before the next class?
Oh.
I'll do it, Mr. Norton. Other students volunteer as well, but Mr. Norton is looking elsewhere. After scanning the lively room, he spots a bookworm reading alone on his desk. He's the perfect arbor. The cowboys usually love these visual novels. I don't mind them, cowboy, especially when they're interesting or they're lewd. This one, however, is not lewd, guys. I'm sorry to disappoint you, all you lewd fans out there, but it's still a good one. It's still a good one. There's been a couple that weren't so crash hot, but this one's pretty vibrant. You know, I'm into it. Romeo, I got a mission for you. Robin tries his best to ignore him as he flips to the next page of his book.
What's going on?
After Romeo!
Enough.
Could you stop calling me that? My name isn't Romeo. Sure it is. Anyway, show the new girl around, would ya? Cowboy says, I was just playing some of the new Saints Row. Cool. How's that for you? What? Why on earth are these people? He barely talks to anyone. He's just shaking like hell. With Mr. Norton's overwhelming presence before him, Robin twitches. He knows too well no escape of the teacher's mind is made. Cowboy says, okay so far what I've played. That's good to hear. It's a remake of the first one, isn't it? The new Saints Row is a remake of the first Saints Row? I think I read that. I think. Let me know, Cowboy. Reboot. Okay, so reboot, so it's not a remake. I thought it was a complete remake. I thought that would be cool. But just a reboot. Okay, so it's got kind of the same storyline? Or is it totally different than the first one? I got a pain in my eye. Fine.
See you around.
Attaboy, I'll leave it to you. I'll leave her to you. Elizabeth greets Robin with a smile. The size alone is enough to make any ball fall over head and heels for her. But he doesn't waver. Can't remake the first. Too many offended peeps. Oh, yeah, true. True. People will blow up. The two of them began their school tour, leaving the rest of the class disappointed. With several students watching from the windows, Robin seems more anxious than ever to finish the tour. He's clearly not comfortable with this much of attention.
Forgive me.
Allow me to apologize for the interruptions you're reading. You appear to be enjoying the book.
Don't worry.
It's fine, Mr. Norton always does whatever he wants.
My.
He certainly is an amusing teacher. I've never met one of his charismatic as him. You seem popular for someone new. What do you do? I'm a singer. A singer, huh? You're planning on performing here too?
You see,
I recently moved to Aquadine due to my father's business, so I'm uncertain at the moment. Even if that's a reason for you to move, you could still perform here if you wanted. There are several opera houses here.
well,
To be honest, I've taken a break from my career. Let's move on, shall we? Everyone likes to bounce or shake in this game. Elizabeth walks ahead, leaving Robin a bit surprised by her reaction. However, his demeanor reverts the moment she makes a wrong turn. He follows her after her before she gets lost and shows her around there. That's a cafeteria, I think. It's massive. It's got... Is that an aquarium in the middle there? Because if that's a real aquarium, it's got like a shark in it. I think it's just a picture. It can't be a real one because that shark is too big for that aquarium. After a brief tour around the school, Robert and Elizabeth enter the cafeteria for their last stop. Other than the lunch ladies getting their things ready, it's the two of them there. And finally, here's the cafeteria.
my.
Oh, I'm anxious to try out the menu. Do you enjoy sharing meals here with your friends? Cowboy says, I was going to ask, is there real water on the roof? I don't know, Cowboy. I really don't know.
Sure.
I'm sure. Anyway, I guess that's that.
One moment.
I really like to know if that's a real aquarium. Because, as I said, that aquarium is too small for the damn shark. If you look at the very top of the picture, it's a shark. Or it's a damn big fish. But it's shaped like a shark, so that shark is not fitting in that aquarium. Okay, well hopefully they tell us. One moment! I wish to thank you for showing me around. To be honest, I'm nervous about transferring schools.
Really?
Do you miss your hometown? I don't know that word. I was calling it Slytherin, but I'm going to go try. Synfry. I don't know. Was the town I grew up in after all? Perhaps I require some time to grow accustomed to these changes.
You are too kind.
Thank you again for your time. I shall take my leave now. And she waves like that. Actually, there's one more place I haven't shown you. My bedroom. I had to throw that in there. Robin leads Elizabeth out of the cafeteria for the last stop of the tour. If it is the bedroom, I'm going to freak. A few footsteps echo through the barren stairway before they reach the top floor. After turning the doorknob, Robin and Elizabeth shield their eyes from the bright sunlight.
How wonderful.
Beautiful. You can see so much from the town from up here. The seagulls chirping over the soothing waves, the ocean breeze pressing against your faces, and the bird's eye view of the town. This is my favorite place.
My.
Really? Now? I thought you would have said the library. Way to judge a book by its cover, but that's not what I meant. The whole town is my favorite place. That's why I can't understand how much you miss your home. For a while, neither of them said a word, and they continued to savor the scenery in silence. Since you're already here, you may as well learn about what the town is like. They love a good bounce. Before you rocked up, Cowboy, there was a busty redhead, and she just came bouncing onto the screen. Nothing moved, which was disappointing, but she's a feisty one. Her name's Diana. She's a bit of a feisty one. I think you would have liked her. You can even tell your friends about the experience whenever you visit them. After getting lost examining the wondrous town of the distance, Elizabeth looks at Robin and noticed he's smiling for the first time today.
Forgive me.
What was your name again? She's quivering, just shaking. Robin Lion. I don't know. May I call you Mr. Bookworm instead? I believe the nickname suits you quite well.
No.
Robin, will do.
You see.
You remind me of someone I met a long time ago. Thank you again for guiding me around, for sharing this view. I will never forget it. Robin and Elizabeth head back together, where it's nearly time for the next class. Just call him a nerd, won't she? Yeah, she basically just did. After another long tour, Syl scuttles towards the dock and reaches these ropes. He extends his hand to help his passengers off his gondola.
Thank you.
Thank you for choosing the Cloud Company. Have a good evening. Once they go their separate ways, Syl stretches before grabbing the doorknob. But then he nearly opens it. He hears a familiar song. This song, it's my song. It's faint, but she has a nice voice. Did your voice change? You sound like a little girl. No, Grandpa, someone else is singing my song, so I kind of want to know. I want to follow it. His response is meant for a brief moment of silence until someone hurries out the door.
Oh, yeah?
It's Grandpa. He's bouncing. Aya, what are you doing? Do you know about the sirens?
Why, yes.
Yes, I.
Grandpa will speak.
Yeah, you hear that one? Grandpa will speak now! What the hell? It's okay, Grandpa, we'll tell you.
Long ago.
There was a beautiful yet dangerous creatures who lured sailors towards rocks with their songs, then crash. Yeah, he did. The cowboy says, Grandpa will speak. Shut up, little boy! Get down! Get back to the chopper! That's what he said. That's what Grandpa wanted to say. He said it in the uncut version of this game. Aquadine versus Arnold. Okay. And the men drowned. Isn't that just a myth? This whole town was built on mythology. You, of all people, should know that.
So?
Never said I believed in it. But you were just a boy. You were too young to die. I'll be back in a bit.
Fine.
Fine. But if you're still alive, go buy some groceries. Salmon is 30% off today. Grandpa Himmel goes back inside to watch cartoons, showing no further concern for Cell. I must say the visualization, the scenery, the art in the background, it's quite beautiful. The girl's voice leads Cell Gondola through the shore he hardly visits. A few ghostly jellyfish appear around him, but he doesn't seem surprised. I've got a phone call, guys. Bear with me for a second. I've got to take this phone call. It's important. Back in a jiff. Okay, guys, I'm back. I do apologise for the phone call, but it was my dad phoning me, so I had to take the phone call. As I said, guys, when your parents phone you, you either answer or you take their text. I do apologise. Let's get back into it. Once again, guys, if you're watching me live right now on my Twitch channel, please feel free to drop me a follow. But if you're watching this back on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Helps my channel grow and makes me feel good about bringing games to you guys. Once again, this game is called Aquadine, is brought to me today by PR Hound and Ratalaika Games, RatalikaGames.com. Cowboy says, Grandpa spoke. He certainly did. Well, I survived the rocks, so much for the sirens. Grandpa can't be really weird sometimes. And these jellyfish are here again. I tried telling people about them, but no one ever believed me. I used to think they were part of my imagination or something.
How are you?
It's been a while since I've seen you guys. How are you? The jellyfish don't respond. Of course they can't talk. However, someone did change. The girl singing stops. Cell turns towards her direction, and his eyes widen.
Could it be?
Okay, a siren? Wait, what am I saying? Siren's a half bird, but this is a mermaid. Seal pauses before realizing the girl before him isn't someone in his eyes every day either. A mermaid? Frightened, the mermaid quickly dives underwater and swims away as fast as she could, leaving Seal speechless. I don't believe it. Did I really see a mermaid? Seal wanders around the shore for about half an hour, but he comes up short of any clues. Trophy earned, guys. The beautiful mermaid. She's gone. Guess I scared her away. The jellyfish linger by as she's watching over him. The stars back and cracks a smile. Huh, I suppose you guys wouldn't have anything to say, would you? Seal doesn't hang around much longer since it's getting late, so he scurries home. Seal's gondolier makes his way back to the canal, a view that looks even more stunning now than during the day. I saw a girl who looked like a mermaid, but was she real? It was dark, so maybe I was seeing things.
Hey.
Hey, Seal. How you been?
Hello.
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. What are you doing out here so late? I thought your shift ended a while ago. It is, but I'm just out of a late skull. Guessing you're wrapping things up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just taking out the trash. It's almost time for us to close for the night. Cameron works at the family's restaurant where he needs the extra hands, which is quite often given their success. Okay, cowboy, thank you for popping past. Hope you enjoy your appointment. Young Pizzeria is a highly recommended restaurant for the tourists and locals alike, so the popularity is comparable at the Frenzy Cafe. Cameron, did you hear someone singing earlier?
What?
It's kind of noisy in the restaurant, so probably not. Was it you?
No.
No, but it was my son, though. You mean Tori's son? How is she doing, by the way? From what I've heard, Tori seems a bit better these days and even reads more often, despite her failing vision. That's good. I heard that she had trouble seeing and walking, so I was worried. It is a known disease and the doctors never witnessed before. They're not exactly sure what the cause is or how to cure it. Robin doesn't like talking about it, and I've heard the guests other than family weren't allowed. Sorry, but I had to understand. It'll be overwhelming for her to see so many unexpected visitors.
I was wondering...
I was wondering if you could make an exception for me to see Tori. I'm really worried about her. She was the most requested gondolier in the town before you came along, and I looked up to her. Others probably feel the same way.
Why, yes.
In any case, I'll talk to Robin. You may... you know you know him for a while, so I'm sure you can't let you visit. Really? I mean, I hope it's not too much trouble. You're fine.
You have my thanks.
Thanks. I have to get back now. So, I'll see you later. Cameron is such a worrywart, but he's a cool guy. For a second I thought Cameron was a girl, because the voice kind of sounded girlish, but I got completely wrong. I do apologize if I gave that impression. But he's a cool guy. Anyway, I better get back before Grandpa starts complaining again. Cameron returns to the restaurant to finish cleaning up for the night, while Sel heads back home. Robin goes to the hospital to pay his visits. Robin goes to the hospital to pay his mum a visit. With the intention of spending the night, he brought a change of clothes and a toothbrush. You're still up, Mum?
Robin.
I had a feeling you stopped by, so I stayed up a little longer.
Don't worry.
You need to get some rest. Don't worry about me. Tori sets aside the books and gives Robin her undivided attention.
How are you?
How was your day? Mostly the same. We had a transfer student, though, so Mr. Norton made me show her around.
Oh?
Oh, what's her name? Elizabeth Rhodes. Do you know her? The singer from Cynthia? I'm trying to pronounce that word. Hey, welcome to the stream, Kiran. I'm going to call you Bending. Sorry. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on? I got banned on VR chat. You got banned? That doesn't surprise me. That's exciting. Maybe we could be friends. With someone like me, she'll find out she'll find out what everyone thinks of me sooner or later. But you two have something in common. After all, I heard you was be singing lately, still. The room turns quiet enough that one faintly hears crickets chirping outside. As a brief moment, Robin fixes his glasses. Benning says, I went around kissing everyone as a troll and got banned. As I said, it doesn't surprise me. Thank you for popping by. I really do appreciate it, though. Welcome back, too. Welcome back.
Really?
How many times do I have to tell you, Mum? Just call me Robin. Right, I'm
my.
sorry. The nurses just can't stop talking about you. Anyway, how are you feeling? Did Dr. Woodman say anything?
Well,
Hey, Duck, woof woofy! Long time no see, woof. Woofy, woofy, woofy. Welcome to the stream. Long time, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you for popping by, my friend. I've been good, Bendy. Been good, buddy. A lot of streaming. A lot of streaming from my sponsors. But apart from that, I'm good. I hope you're going good as well. Apart from your band. How you been, Wolf? I can't believe Wolf. Dark Wolf Chick's here. Welcome, buddy. My condition worsened a little, but I'm still doing okay. I see. Hopefully, everything works out. Got a phone call. We're just going to let one go. Wolfie's been busy with the bowling league. Bowling those big 300s. When I get better, we can go scurrying together. I'm excited to see how much you've improved. Let's just mute that phone call.
Sure.
Sorry, guys. It's not my parents. I'm not answering that one. Yet, it's been so long since I've seen her with her oar. Brings back memories. Do you remember those fresh pretzels that we used to eat by the dark? We used to go there almost every weekend. Bedding says, I'm doing good. Just I made a new account and do it again as a gremlin. That's good. And don't forget, if you haven't already done it, guys, drop that follow on Twitch by hitting that heart icon. But if you're watching back as a video replay on my YouTube channel, come visit me on YouTube, guys. There it is, my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. It's free. One click, 1 second of your time to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it. Darkwolf says, funny that you mentioned the 300 game. Every time someone mentions bowling to me, I just think of the Simpsons episode where Homer bowls the 300 game. And that one balloon falls down saying 300.
Why, yes.
Those were so good, especially when you dipped them in warm cheese, and the smell of the butter would just lure people in. There's a family that sells them near the floating market. I'll bring some back when I come back. Dark Wolf says, I almost bowled a 300. How far were you off, Darky? A Wolfie, I should say. Sorry, Dark Wolfie. It's okay. You don't have to. I'm going to go. I'm going to play a VR horror game just for fun. What game is it, Bending? 277. That's... Oh. Okay, Wolf, you're going to tell me, buddy. Was the last shot, or towards the end, where you stuffed up? Or did you stuff up at the start and then go really, really well? Because that would be okay, but if you went really, really well, like really, 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 really well, and at the very end of the game, you stuffed it up where you could have got the 300, then that would hurt. So how was it? Were you stuffed up at the start or you stuffed up at the end? Benny, what game's the horror game? How come I thought you'd really like them too?
I love you.
We'll go together next time, okay? I don't know yet. I'm going to go and have a browse. Okay, Benny. Make sure next time you pop past the stream, make sure you tell me. Tell me what game you played. Okay. Robin and his mom continue talking about their dates until it gets late. In the past midnight, Robin spends the night in his mother's hospital room, resting over the couch. I don't know how much longer it'll take before all these bills get paid off, but I'll keep working for her sake. Okay, thank you, Bendy. Thank you for letting me know. And that mermaid. That was a mermaid, right? Robin tilts his head and gazes over the moon by the window. His eyes can't stay open for much longer, and he soon falls asleep. Wolfie says, had 4 strikes, then 5th frame spare, then 7 strikes in a row. Okay, so basically the middle, eh? Well, it wasn't too bad. 277 is pretty good. Robin tilts his head and gazes over the moon by the window. His eyes can't stay open for much longer, and he soon falls asleep. As Still slowly opens his eyes, he finds himself immersed in a deep blue ocean. His fingers reach out towards the radiant sunlight that glimmers over the surface. Where am I? Wait, am I breathing underwater? Schools of fish wandering past him, directing his gaze towards a massive chunk of stone. What is this? Krill tries to get a better look, so he swims closer and places his hand over the part of the ruins. Wolfie says, My highest before 270 was 217. That's a pretty good improvement, eh? That's a pretty good improvement. Well done, buddy. I don't think I've ever got even close to that. Like when I bowl, I go bowling with the missus and my daughter, and I think my best probably would be like 170. I think that's my best. I think. I can't recall it, but I think it's probably around that, maybe 160, 170. I'm just going to say 170 because it sounds good, but I think that's my highest. I think it might be a little bit lower, maybe 165 or something like that. Approximately 170. It's covered with strange inscriptions, probably an ancient, probably an ancient language.
Could it be?
Could this be?
You see.
Yes. You stand before Aquadine, the true city of Aquadine. Cyril frantically looks around to see which direction the voice is coming from, but no one is there. You are not to tell anyone you are witness this evening. What are you talking about?
Fool.
The young mermaid. Wait, did I really see a mermaid? And how does he know I saw her? Who are you? Suddenly the ruins begin to shake and collapse as the earthquake is occurring underwater. A larger building breaks apart and tumbles towards him. Cyril desperately tries to swim away, but he can't escape. His cries are muted for the crashing stone's impact. Robin wakes up in the middle of the night, panting heavily. He notices his mother is still sound asleep before breathing a sigh of relief. Wolf says, I had a 613 bowling series. Sounds impressive. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds impressive. It was a dream. It's another early morning for Robin as he arrives in the near vacant school library, which means the perfect time for a nap. Robin's tired body crumbles over an empty table as he tries to sleep. He's reminded of the events that occurred the night before. I never thought mermaids actually existed. Always believed it was just a myth, but maybe they're real. Whose voice was with the dream anyway, and why did I see an ancient Aquadine? I have so many questions, yet no answers. Robin follows his curiosity and decides to look around the bookshelves, abandoning his plan to sleep through the period. This school library actually has more books of merfolk mythology than most libraries in the world. Our school's founder was not only a wealthy man, but a firm believer of ancient Aquadine as well. He collected all sorts of related books in hopes to educate or convert his students. I struggle with that word. Wolfie says, I have 2 more bowling awards and coming my way. Excellent. Good work there, Wolf. I've never won anything. When I was at school, we had, like, on Wednesdays, we had to go to, we had sport on Wednesdays. And one semester, I did bowling. And after the bowling, we had chips and gravy. It was awesome. Every Wednesday afternoon, we went bowling with the school, or just the people that wanted to go bowling. And then we had chips and gravy. It was awesome. Awesome times. And after that, I changed from bowling to, what's it called? Laser guns. Laser guns, where you just, how you go into the dark rooms and you shoot people with lasers? I did that too. That was fun as well. I can't believe they call that a sport. But I got to choose it. It was awesome fun. The only issue of deciphering whether a document is reliable or not, especially without the physical evidence. Even though it's been a problem for centuries, there are still a handful of believers who support the merfolk existence. Robin walks past a few shelves until one book, titled Mythology of the Merfolk Civilization, catches his eye. He reads a few pages. Damn, that's it, laser tag. What was I calling it? Laser shooter or something like that. Yeah, laser tag as a school sport. So we did bowling for one semester, and the laser tag was right next door. And so the next semester we did laser tag. And then the previous semesters we did soccer, and then we did rugby league. But yeah, I can't believe they put bowling and laser tag but then again, they also had sewing. And sewing is not a sport no matter what you say. Like bowling could be a sport, and laser tag may be a sport, but sewing's not a sport. And if you're watching me live and you disagree with me right now, feel free to tell me. Tell me I'm an idiot. It is a sport. It's probably a sport if you can play soccer and sew at the same time or something like that. Ah, that's stupid. Okay, this seems like it'd be worth a read. Guess I'll just check it out. As he walks over the front desk, Robin Char trips over his shoelaces and loses balance. Whoa, whoa! A girl with straight black hair who is sitting up nearby the table sees the book over the marble floor and picks it up.
Wow.
Wolfie says, with sewing a sport. Well, that's what they put it down. Wednesday afternoon sports, and that you could pick sewing. Hey, you dropped this! As Anya returns to Robin, she knows the book about merfolk and is taken back. Thanks. A book about merfolk? Yeah, I was just reading up on the Aquadine's history, but it's still debatable whether they actually existed or not.
Whatever.
You do, you? Without wasting another word, Anya flips her hair and walks away. Robin parts ways as well with something new to read. I've got a crap load of messages. Later that evening, Cyril guides his customers across the canal, lit with strips, lamps of... Okay, so I'm getting on both sides. I'm getting a little bit confused. Robin and Cyril are the same character. But he kind of like, at school, he's a bookworm or a nerd. Very shy, very quiet fella. But at night, he's this wonderful singer that takes people on journeys across the canals. Is he like Superman, where no one knows his true identity? Like, he's Robin, but at night, or during the day when he's taking people on the canals, no one knows it's the same guy. He could be like Superman of Aquadine, where he just removes his glasses and becomes Clark Kent. Or he puts his glasses on, his Clark Kent, removes it, and becomes Superman. With this one, he flips his fringe and becomes Syl, the gondolier of God, or something like that. I don't know if people know it's the same fella. Though the light's reflection, he scowls gently across enough so that one could barely hear the sound of his oar. It is almost as the gondolier is floating through the indigo sky, surrounded by a swarm of dancing fireflies. Once they finally reach the cloud company, Cyril lets his customers off at the dock and bows to her after the tour. After waving goodbye to her, he looks towards the direction of the shore, curious whether the mermaid will show up again.
Grandpa will speak.
He's back! Grandpa will speak now! No soup for you! You come back 1 year! That's what he sounds like. He sounds like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld. It might be him. He's just aged. Robin, time to fix dinner. Grandpa is very hungry. He refers to himself in the third person. I'll be out for a little longer, Grandpa, and stop calling me Robin while I'm in uniform. You'll blow my cover. See, no one knows it's him. It looks exactly the same, but his fringe is a little bit diffed up.
Oh, yeah?
You want Grandpa to starve? No! Then come inside. Just meet me an hour. I want to spend some time alone. Oh, take this lantern and don't be out too late.
Don't worry.
Thank you, Grandpa. I won't be gone for long. Did you find who was singing that night? No, I didn't. Just felt like looking around some more. Fine. Just watch out for those sirens. You worry too much, Grandpa. I came back last time, so I'll be fine. This is why they all say before they disappear, forever. Still, wisely leaves before his grandpa can go on for another long spiral about sirens. With the lantern attached to the ferret, Cyril cautiously glides towards the mystical shore. Getting a crap load of messages. I've received 26 messages on my phone. Well, buggy all. Once again, he sees the ghostly jellyfish wandering the sky. They're not important messages, guys, so don't worry about that. I see the jellyfish, but no mermaid. Maybe she isn't here tonight. After seeing me, I wouldn't be surprised if she never came here again. She seemed afraid of me. But how did the mermaid know Mum's song? I've never met her until that night. A sudden splash catches Phil off guard. He immediately looks over the direction, but still it's too dark to see.
What?
What was that? With his unoccupied hand, Cyril swings his rope around and closest tree branch and ties it. After putting away his oar and setting foot on the rocks, he grabs the lantern and walks along the shore. Are you afraid of me? It's okay, you can trust me. Cyril puts his lantern wherever he could, but he doesn't see anyone nor gets a response. It was probably a fish or something. He turns away. Cyril spots some more from his corner of his view. There she is. A blue-haired mermaid emerges from the water, unmistakable the same mermaid from before. She's not swimming away this time. Nervous and scared, She stares back at him with the aquamarine eyes. Her arms act as a visible wall, a sign that she's off guard. No, she's determined, definitely still scared. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe she's a little curious about me, about humans.
Could it be?
Are you a mermaid who sang yesterday? She remains silent, but nods courteously. She understands me. Maybe she can speak too. What is your name? The mermaid doesn't respond. However, she seems more careful about keeping her distance. There is something I could do to prove I'm harmless. I really want to learn more about her. To her surprise, Seal offers his hand of a sign of peace. She examines his extended hand. Then he smiles. The mermaid raises her hand, ever so slightly, almost tempted to trust him. However, she pulls back at the last second and swims away in fear. That didn't turn out too well, but maybe we'll meet again one day. As the night sky falls dark and the moonlight glistens over the river, Seal scurries away. Okay guys, what we're going to do is we're going to head now to the Marlboro Lane mini indie game. What we're going to do first though is save the game. Let's okay, so we've saved it. We can get okay, back to the main menu. Okay, so PR Hound and Ratalaika Games present me Aquadine today, guys, for all to play. So what do we think about the game? The storyline of the game is basically the main character Robin, or Seal. Superman style identities going on here. Bookworm by day, beautiful singer by night. No one knows it's the same fella. It's crazy. But his mum's really sick, so he's working, you know, jobs, trying to pay the bills and stuff like that, where he stumbles across a mermaid that shouldn't exist but does exist. So that's basically the story. It's a nice story, and I like that part. It's simple. Once again, this is a visual novel, guys, so we're going to talk about the visualization of the game. The art in the background is very, very nice. The characters are very, very nice. I liked everything about the visualization of the game. It's, as I said, these reviews are short and sweet, and I like the imagery. The art is really nice. The soundtrack in the background is amazing. It's so peaceful, yet I had to turn it down because it's a little bit loud, but that's okay. That's not a problem. But it's very peaceful, very beautiful, and it is tantalizing. It's a new word I'm going to throw in there today, guys. Tantalizing soundtrack. As you can hear, listen to it now. It's great. It's probably maybe the best thing about this whole game is the soundtrack. Now, the whole game is pretty damn good, to be honest. It's a visualization. It's a visual novel, guys, so gameplay was basically just, you know, clicking buttons to go forward. The text is very, very, very easy to read. It's big, bright, and also it's just easy to read. It's the way the words are put makes it a very easy visual novel to pick up and read. If you're just starting off with visual novels, I'd say this one is a good starter. But if you're a very experienced visual novel reader, been doing it for many moons, then definitely Aquadine is a great pickup as well. So overall, guys, I played this game on the PS5. It's not going to make a difference which console you play it on. I'm going to give this Aquadine a 9 out of 10. It is superb. I really did enjoy this one. Even though it's not a lewd one, lewd and rude with some big boob, I really did enjoy Aquadine. It's really, really good. 9 out of 10. Solid 9 too. Beautiful, beautiful visual novel. So I'd like to thank everyone for calling past today, guys. Once again, Aquadine's released on the 26th of August 2022 for the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, the PS5, Xbox Series S and X and Xbox One. Once again, big shout out to Ratalaika Games and PR Hound. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you watch me live today on my Twitch channel, please feel free to drop that follow if you haven't done so already. But if you're watching this back as a video replay on my YouTube channel, like and subscribe, like it, dislike it, comment. I will reply to your comments if need be. And remember, it takes 1 second, one click of your time to subscribe to my channel. So if you want to support this this video, guys, of this game, or my channel, and you basically just want to thank me for bringing some content of what this game is like, all you have to do is subscribe. It is free, and it takes 1 second, one click of your time, bang. You can even turn notifications off so you don't get pop-ups every 5 seconds of bringing new games to you. But if you just subscribe, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm actually contributing and my channel is growing and I'm doing some good. I really do appreciate it. Also, come visit me over on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube. That's Marbrolay, M-A-R-B-R-O-L-A-Y. And thank you in advance. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for calling past the live stream today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you take care of yourselves and ones you love. Don't forget to feed your pets. And remember, you're perfect just the way you are. Unless you want to change, then change. Just be you, do to be fun. Until next time, guys, this has been Ratalaika Games Presents Aquadine. Thank you for watching and bye for now. Ta-da!